Mike, thanks very much for joining us again, this time from Ireland, and now only 3 months away till your epic feat. How has the training been going?
Thanks, Nick. Yeah, so we're looking around about the first week of April to depart. The training's going very well. Time is quite tight for training because I also work full time. I'm an IT engineer. But on the weekends, I'm able to do the odd 20K swim in a pool. It's very cold up here in Ireland at the moment where I'm based. So yeah, I mean, I'm able to also do about an hour, hour and a half a day, but then it's all about the weekends for racking up that mileage. But going very well, yeah.
Okay, now, of course, you guys are in the middle of your Northern Hemisphere European winter.
Yeah.
How has that affected the training?
There are less trips to the open water scene. There are some amazing places out here. I'm in Cork, and there's a great place called Myrteville and Sandy Cove. And I do take the odd little trip down there, but it's not going to be more than a 20-minute swim without a wetsuit at this time of year. So most of the training is in the swimming pool. I also do a little bit of HIIT, high intensity sort of land training, but most of it is indoors. But yeah, I'm in the best shape that I've ever been in. So I'm really looking forward to just getting the swim underway.
So, Mike, these distances that you're swimming as part of your training, is this now what you're going to be swimming distance-wise every day?
To be realistic, on a Saturday, I'll do, say, a 7.5 hour 20K swim in a pool, and that is very reminiscent of what the swim will be like in the Atlantic. So looking to do at least 6 to 8 hours a day in the ocean. And so, yeah, we'll see. That's how it is at the moment. So I'm trying to replicate the training as much as possible, but there's only so much you can do in the winter. But yeah, that would be a rough sort of estimate of what it would be like on a daily basis, 6 to 8 hours.
Well, so I mean, my thinking is if you're only putting in these sort of hours on the weekends or every other day, I mean, how are you going to then sort of put that into practice every single day? Are there going to be days when you won't swim and you'll just kind of rest on the boat?
Yeah, so the good thing is that I'm not going to be going all out. It's a case of just going at a steady pace. It'll be in the water for the first 3 hours, out for an hour, in for an hour, out for another hour, and just do that until about 6 or 7 hours, or 8 hours has been done. So there will be a lot of time for rest during the actual day, each swimming day. And so, yeah, I will be okay. And I mean, I've got years and years of open water swimming training behind me. And the main thing is that I'm not racing. I'm just going to make sure that I'm comfortable in the water the whole time and just make the most of those little breaks in between the swims. And then obviously in the evening, rest on the boat as much as possible.
Just two more questions, Mike, before we chat about the charity crowdfunding side of things. Why from New York to London and not the other way around? And secondly, what is your diet like? What kind of eating have you had to do?
Yeah, so first question is that New York to London, I just like the idea of the iconic cities, just the ocean
But in terms
separating.
in terms of the
The
direction,
Gulf Stream. Now, without the Gulf Stream, I wouldn't be able to do this. So it goes from America to Europe. And so for most of the swim, I'll be piggybacking on that tide. Going the other way, I'd be basically swimming against a tide, which would be pretty much impossible. So that's the main reason for doing New York to London. And it's never been done before, 3,800 miles. It's a world first, and it's a fantastic opportunity on the charity side of things to raise funds and awareness for Oxfam. So basically, I changed my diet radically around about March last year, and I started a low-carb, high-fat diet. I actually cut out all the processed carbs and sugars, and I've made myself fat-adapted. So I eat lots of meat, lots of fat, coconut oil, butters, you name it, and lots of veggies, and a lot of water. So just as healthy as possible, cut all the processed stuff out, and I'm finding that I'm able to swim a lot longer, train a lot longer, and I don't have any of those sort of downers after having a massive carb injection. So very stable doing that. So yeah, that's totally transformed the way I train.
Okay.